What if I told you that the highly anticipated Axiom-4 mission set to launch one of the most talked about private astronauts into space was abruptly canceled for reasons no one is openly discussing? Imagine a mission, months in the making, scrapped in the last hours before liftoff. No big headlines, no clear explanation, just silence. Why would NASA and its partners suddenly pull the plug? What is hidden beneath this official delay? Is this just about weather and technical glitches? Is there something far more troubling at play? Tonight we're diving deep into the untold story behind the Axiom-4 mission delay. The truth, NASA, IS&T, telling you could change everything we thought we knew about the future of commercial space travel. Stay with us as we uncover secrets, analyze expert opinions, and expose the real challenges threatening this historic mission. Imagine preparing for months, training every day, and then just hours before launch, the entire mission gets scrapped. For astronaut Shubhan Shushkla and his team, this wasn't just a delay. It was a gut-wrenching shock that left dreams hanging by a thread. The silence from NASA added to the mystery, fueling rumors and heartbreak. NASA blamed weather and liquid oxygen leaks, but insiders whisper there's more behind the scenes. What if these technical glitches mask deeper, unresolved issues? This delay might be covering up engineering failures that threaten astronauts' safety, a secret NASA desperately wants to keep under wraps. Shubhanshu's journey wasn't easy. Years of rigorous training, physical and mental endurance, and sacrifices from family and friends. The indefinite delay is not just a professional setback, but an emotional blow to a man who risked everything to reach the stars. India's rise in private spaceflight is watched by global superpowers. Behind the smiles and press releases, political chess is being played. Could international pressure or diplomatic conflicts be quietly sabotaging the mission? The stakes are higher than most realize. The International Space Station, humanity's outpost in the stars, is celebrating over 20 years in orbit. But beneath its gleaming exterior lies a fragile, aging giant. Originally designed for short-term missions, the ISS has far outlived its intended lifespan. Creaking under the weight of time and technology, now, as private companies like Axiom Space push to send their own astronauts, a terrifying question arises. Is the ISS truly ready to support these new missions safely? Behind closed doors, NASA engineers have reportedly raised serious concerns. The complex integration of private spacecraft systems with the ISS's decades-old infrastructure is anything but straightforward. New leaks, electrical incompatibilities, and pressure imbalances could risk lives. The truth is, the ISS was never built to host commercial crews in the way planned, and this mission delay may be a desperate measure to prevent a catastrophic failure in orbit. What if NASA's official technical glitches aren't just minor setbacks but warnings of structural vulnerabilities threatening the very foundation of human spaceflight? The horror of a major accident aboard the ISS would not only endanger astronauts, but could also shatter public confidence in the entire commercial space industry. This delay could be NASA's way of quietly buying, time-patching up a system that stretched beyond its limits while hiding these cracks from the public eye. But the real question remains. How much longer can the ISS hold together? What will happen if it doesn't? As the world watches the race to privatize space, the silent, aging giant above us may be a ticking time bomb. One NASA doesn't want anyone to talk about. The dazzling rise of private space companies like SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Axiom Space has ignited imaginations worldwide, promising a future where space is open to anyone brave enough to reach for it. But behind the glittering headlines and billion-dollar valuations lies a brutal truth. Commercial spaceflight is still a newborn industry, stumbling through its most dangerous growing pains. The sudden and indefinite delay of the Axiom-4 mission brutally exposes the enormous challenges beneath the surface. This isn't just a technical hiccup. It's a glaring spotlight on the immense risks, staggering costs, and fragile realities that threaten to derail the dream of private space travel. For investors who have poured billions into this frontier, and for the public who dreams of space tourism and colonization, each setback chips away at their confidence. Imagine the pressure on these companies. Not only must they master cutting-edge technology and launch flawlessly, but they also carry the hopes and reputations of an entire industry on their shoulders. One failure could send shockwaves, causing funding to dry up and public enthusiasm to evaporate overnight. The axiom for delay is more than a postponement tit. As a wake-up call reminding everyone that the leap from government-controlled space missions to commercial ventures is fraught with peril. For the astronauts, engineers, and visionaries involved, this is heartbreaking. Years of hard work, personal sacrifice, and immense risk face uncertainty, all while the world watches, judging every move. The dream of a spacefaring future, once glowing bright, now flickers under the weight of harsh reality. As we cheer the bold pioneers pushing boundaries, we must also confront the sobering truth. The road to the stars is jagged, expensive, and unforgiving. The axiom for delay reveals that the commercial space revolution is not just about rockets and money. It's about navigating a treacherous path where dreams collide with the brutal forces of physics, politics, and economics. And until those growing pains are overcome, the future of private spaceflight hangs in a delicate balance, waiting for the next move. When we watch rockets launch and astronauts soar into space, the dazzling visuals and thrilling countdowns capture our attention. But behind these incredible moments lie deeply personal stories, stories of real people risking everything, and the families who hold their breath with every step. Behind every space mission, there isn't just steel and technology. There's hope, sacrifice, and an ocean of emotions carried by those waiting on Earth. The sudden, unexpected delay of the Axiom for mission wasn't just a technical setback. It was a heartbreak that echoed far beyond the launch pad, reaching into the hearts of everyone connected. For astronaut Shubhanshu Shukla, this was a dream nurtured for years, months filled with relentless physical training, mental endurance tests, and countless sacrifices. He had prepared his body and mind to face the unknown, to leave Earth's gravity behind and make history. But what often goes unseen is the emotional toll on his family. The sleepless nights, the silent prayers whispered into the darkness, the anxious wait as the launch day approached. Imagine their mix of pride and fear, the hope that their loved one will return safely, the crushing weight of uncertainty when the mission was suddenly delayed. This delay stretched into months of agonizing waiting, shattering carefully laid plans and pushing dreams just out of reach. For the families, it meant endless nights of wondering, will this dream ever come true? The emotional roller coaster was relentless, soaring hope followed by devastating disappointment. These aren't just statistics or news headlines. These are moments of raw human pain that few see, but many feel deeply. Space exploration is not just about rockets, science, or politics. It is fundamentally about people, about dreams that drive us forward, fears that hold us back, and the quiet courage to keep believing even when everything feels uncertain. The emotional toll on these families is profound and deeply human. It is a story of love, sacrifice, resilience, and unwavering hope. A story that deserves to be told as loudly as the technological triumphs of space missions. As viewers and supporters of space exploration, when we celebrate every launch, every new milestone, we must also remember these human stories. The quiet sacrifices made in homes, the waiting rooms filled with silent prayers, and hearts beating in sync with every mission's success or delay. Because, at its core, space exploration is as much a human journey as it is a technological one. It is a testament to the strength of the human spirit, pushing boundaries, dreaming big, and facing the unknown together, no matter how long the wait. The Axiom for mission faced an unexpected, indefinite delay, and the world waited for answers. But instead of clarity, there was an unsettling silence from NASA and the media. This silence isn't just a lack of information. It created a vacuum where fear, speculation, and conspiracy theories quickly took over. NASA, known for its transparency and trust, suddenly became vague. Official statements blamed weather conditions and technical glitches, but gave no detailed explanations or timelines. The media echoed these brief updates without deeper investigation, leaving many questions unanswered. This silence raises serious doubts. What is NASA hiding? Could the truth be so sensitive that revealing it might damage public trust or cause panic? Experts suspect the real issues are more serious, possibly related to the aging ISS or challenges. Integrating private spacecraft? Political pressures might also be at play. topics NASA prefers to keep quiet, without official answers. Rumors ran wild on social media, ranging from engineering failures to sabotage and even alien involvement. This environment of secrecy fueled mistrust, scaring investors and weakening public enthusiasm. For astronauts like Shupansu, Shukla, and their families, the silence is painful. Waiting without answers adds emotional strain, isolating them in uncertainty. The broader public also feels disconnected, losing the emotional link that fuels support for space exploration. NASA's silence risks eroding public trust, one of its greatest assets. As private spaceflight grows, honesty and transparency become even more vital. Without them, skepticism could slow progress and stall humanity's next leap into space. This delay is a wake-up call. Open communication about setbacks strengthens trust and resilience. Space exploration is risky and complex, but with transparency, it remains a shared human journey worth pursuing. For India, the Axiom-4 mission was more than just a spaceflight. It was a chance to announce its arrival on the global space stage in a new, bold way. The country has already made impressive strides with its space program, sending satellites, probes, and even a mission to the moon. But this was different. A private astronaut representing India's ambitions, dreams, and hard-earned progress. The delay hits hard. It risks dampening the soaring momentum that had inspired millions across the nation. Pride turns into worry. Questions arise. Will India's space dreams be stalled? Will other countries and private companies pull ahead, leaving India behind in the race to commercial space? For a nation eager to inspire its youth and assert its place among spacefaring giants, this pause feels like a bitter setback. Yet this moment of uncertainty also ignites a powerful fire. History shows us that setbacks often fuel stronger comebacks. India has the talent, the passion, and the determination to push harder, to learn from this delay, and to come back stronger. The question remains, will India seize this challenge and accelerate its push into the next frontier, or will it lose ground as rivals advance? This mission's delay is a defining chapter in India's space journey. It tests resilience, resolve, and vision. The world is watching, waiting to see if India's stars will shine brighter or flicker in the shadows of delay. The delay of the Axiom-4 mission is not just a small hiccup. It highlights the huge challenges facing private space travel. As companies like Axiom, SpaceX, and Blue Origin push humanity's dreams beyond Earth, they face complex technical, financial, and political hurdles that could decide the future of commercial spaceflight. The idea of private astronauts exploring space is exciting, but it's far from easy. Beyond rockets, it requires safe infrastructure, massive funding, legal navigation, and ensuring every astronaut's safety. This unexpected pause forces the space industry and millions watching to face some hard truths. Space is harsh and unforgiving. No second chances, no quick fixes. Every mission balances bold innovation with the immense power of the cosmos. The Axiom-4 delay breaks the illusion that private space travel is simple or risk-free. This delay reveals the growing pains of a young, fragile, and costly industry. Every problem risks lost time, money, and trust. Safety must come first, as one mistake could set the whole field back or endanger lives. Yet, there's great opportunity too. Private space travel promises new discoveries, tourism, and a future where humanity lives beyond Earth. This pause isn't a step back, but a crucial moment to learn, improve, and build trust. Only by being smarter, more transparent, and working together can the industry secure the support needed to move forward. This moment asks us all, are we ready? Can we handle the responsibility of opening space to private hands? The answers will shape the future of space exploration. Whether private companies lead us to the stars or falter from overambition, the Axiom-4 delay is more than a technical setback. It's a wake-up call. Scientists, entrepreneurs, policymakers, and the public must move forward with care, courage, and honesty. The stars await, but reaching them demands safety, trust, and respect for the unknown. Will this delay strengthen the industry or slow humanity's leap into space? The future depends on how we face this challenge. The universe is vast and mysterious, and the stars are waiting, along with the responsibility to reach them wisely. The story of Axiom-4's delay is far from over. It's a complex tale of ambition, risk, and secrecy that forces us to reconsider what we know about space exploration today. As private missions push boundaries and new players enter the game, the challenges behind the scenes only grow. Will the mission eventually launch? Or is this delay the start of a larger shift in how humanity reaches for the stars? Stay curious, stay informed, and keep watching the Daily Scope, where we bring you the secrets and stories no one else dares to tell. Subscribe now and leave a comment below. What do you think is really happening behind NASA's curtain? The truth might be closer than we imagine.